Hello everyone, Big Dosses here and welcome to my short video on a gear guys, the gear you should aim for in Mythic Plus. And I'm just gonna run through all the pieces with you very quickly. The thing you need to know, agility first, then crit, then haste, then verse, and lastly mastery. And we're aiming for no mastery or at least as little as possible. So if we have the option crit mastery, but we also have an option like for example verse crit, then we go for the verse crit. All right, for our headpiece, you want to go to the Halls of Atonement and you want to get the Netarian's Usurper's Mask. Versatility haste, because otherwise if you want crit on it, then you will have mastery as well, and we don't want that. Secondly, for our neck piece, you want to go to Spires of Ascension. Let's see. Spires of Ascension for the Azure Venom Choker. For the shoulders, we're gonna go to Plaguefall. Plaguefall has the Plagueborn shoulder guards, crit verse, and very nice. Then for our back piece, we go back to the Spires of Ascension, and then we get the Drape of Twisted Loyalties, haste crit. For our chest piece, we want to go to the other side. For the other side, here it is. We get the haste crit one, or if you want to have higher crit than haste, which is actually better, then you want to go to Theater of Pain and you want to get the Triumphant's Combatant's Chainmail, where crit is higher than haste. But this is a very good piece. For bracers, we want to go to Sanguine Depths. Let's see. Shackles of Alluring Vitality, crit verse. We want this one. And for our gloves, we want to go to the other side. Let's see. For the other side, we can get, if we get the Hakari Revenant's Grips, we get haste crit, which is good. But if we want higher crit, then we go to the Theater of Pain. Let's see. For the grips of overwhelming beatings, and there we get a crit haste. For our belt, we want to go to Plaguefall, and let's see. The Belt of the Wretched Manipulations, crit verse, because otherwise we get mastery. For our legs, we want, if we go with Bestial Wrath, the Rhylight Stalker, we just go for the legendary, of course. But if we don't go for the legendary on our legs, then we want to go to, let's see, the Necrotic Wake, the first time in this dungeon, and we want to go for these ones, the Lichborn Leg Guards. Otherwise, mastery again. We don't want that. For our boots, we go to the Theater of Pain. For our boots of Shuddering Matter, crit haste, very nice. And on our rings, and there are two beautiful rings. The first one we get from Plaguefall. It is the Ragnit Cipher, crit haste. And the counterpart of this one is in Theater of Pain. Let's see, where is Theater of Pain? Theater of Pain. There we are. And there we want to get the Blood Oath Signet. Haste crit. Very nice. And then for our trinkets, and then trinkets are pretty important, of course, because they impact your DPS by a lot. You want Overcharged Anima Battery. You can find that one in Spires of Ascension. Really good. This is your best trinket. So you want to get this one first. And secondly, if you go purely Mythic Plus and you do no rating, then you want to go to either Plaguefall and get the Infinital Divisible Ooze, this one, or let's see, the Necrotic Wake, and you want the Bottled Flaytwind Toxin. They're about the same. For single target, if you still are only doing Mythic Plus, for single target you want the Shadow Grasp Totem. You can go the Inscrutable Quantum Device, but then I suggest getting a weak aura to show you, like in your screen, what it's gonna do. Otherwise, you suddenly start healing someone because it procs and does random things, and you suddenly pop your 3-minute cooldown to start doing massive DPS, and then you suddenly heal someone. That's not what you want. I wouldn't advise this trinket, but whatever you want. Personally, I think you can, if you can go into raids, go to the Eye of the Jailer for the Titanic Ocular Gland. On a heroic, for example, this is a very good trinket to have next to your overcharged anima battery. Or if you can do the 5th boss, get the Decanter of Endless Howling. This one is even better. If you can get either one of these, you're golden, combined with the overcharged anima battery. And lastly, our weapon. Our weapon, we go to Spires again, and then you want the Philosopher. And that's it. That's the gear pieces that you want. Skip around. I make notations in the comment or in the timeline, so just skip around if you are looking for what kind of piece you want. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.